Alright. Hello everybody. Welcome back to another live stream here in X-Plane 11. Glad to see all of you back here again. And it is time for the MD-11. Much anticipated MD-11. As we know, there have already been tons of bugs and issues with this aircraft. They put out the hot patch. They took down the hot patch from the org store. I guess there was some negative feedback on the patch that they had released. However, I was able to download the patch before they took it back. So, we have the patch installed. I, before stream, did like half a flight, got to cruise and descend. We had the speed issue, where as soon as we reached crude, our speed just kept going back and back and back to we're almost stalling. Got the speed issue, however, somewhat resolved. We didn't stall, and we started descending properly. The speed went back to normal. I was told, if we don't use Active Sky, we may not have that problem. So I'm not currently using Active Sky. We're going to see how this goes. We're going to see if we crash, if we are able to fully land and butter it. I have no idea. I have yet to complete a full flight in this aircraft. But we're going to give it a shot. We're going to see how this goes. So fingers crossed that everything goes smoothly. So yeah, fingers crossed. Let's see here. Let's make sure my sounds are up. Sounds are up. Those are good. And let's go here to menu. We're going to go to ground options, make sure everything is good. We'll open our cargo door just like so. That looks good. All right, let's get this thing powered up, ready to rock and roll. Battery is coming on and connected to ground power. So far in our poll, we got half are saying we're going to crash and half are saying a hard landing. So we shall see. All right, ground power is connected. Let's get our IRS aligning 1, 2, and 3 to the nav position. That looks good. We're going to arm our emergency lights, smoking signs, seatbelt signs. Logo light can come on. That looks good. Everything else on here so far, we can go ahead and arm the emergency power. Everything else on here looks good. Alright, we'll go down here and let's bring up our little menu again here. We'll load our aircraft. Alright, ooh, some people are having faith in a butter landing. Alright, I like it. I'm glad someone has some faith. Alright, let's go to our load page. So we got, for our total payload, 162,050 pounds of cargo. That will go in there. Our block fuel is going to be 41,276. Lots of fuel. Our taxi fuel, it says 1,000 pounds. I'm going to put 1,500 for the taxi. And then our trip fuel en route burn is going to be 15,921. We got that in there. That looks good. Let's get our center of gravity. Going to go to 30.5. Right there. All right, that's in. That looks good. What did the update cover? So the update covered a lot of things. I don't remember the full notes. They took it down from the website, so they're not finished with the update. They released it. Now they took it back. It's no longer available. However, I was able to snag it before they took it back. Like I said, when we did our little test flight before stream, I had no issues except for as soon as we got to cruise, we lost speed and we almost stalled. I had to somehow just keep jiggling the speed and the throttles, and eventually it all worked itself out. But I was told if I don't use Active Sky, I may not have that problem. So Active Sky is not being used currently. We're going to see how that goes. I'll load the aircraft there just like that. That looks good. We can request fuel service. And loading.
Try a bigger airport for service.
Ooh, doesn't think Phoenix is a big enough airport. All right. But look, aircraft will be loaded. As you guys, I'm sure, have seen the little loading simulation it has. Not as detailed as INI builds, but I mean, it's something. All right, so that's being loaded. that's good. In case you guys don't know, this right here is a safety feature. It is all red because it's this is popped out. All you have to do is pop it back in. That's part of the checklist for this plane from what I learned from B1 simulations today. So the field trick never works. So when I did my test flight, James, in before the stream, I was in Ontario, and the field truck actually worked. However, the field truck was like a BMW SUV that pulled up to the plane and the doors opened, it stopped, and then it left. I don't know what the hell that was about. Maybe you'll see that when we're in Ontario before we go to Oakland. But yeah, I pressed it, it said service was on its way, a BMW popped up, and it just, I don't know. Knockout Drops 8, good times, hello, welcome. How are we doing today? Alright, so all of our power is on, our plane is loaded. Let's go down to our FMC, and we're going to get this programmed up and ready to rock and roll. So we are in Phoenix. From Phoenix, we're going to go to Ontario, just like so. Our alternate airport is LAX. So we'll put that in just like that. That's good. Our flight number today is going to be FedEx 691. We'll put that in. We're going up to cruising altitude of 32,000 feet at a cost index of 20. And we can initialize the IRS. There we go. All that looks good. Everything there looks good. Our weights and everything are in. That looks good. Nothing to do there. Oops, there we go. Alright, so let's put in our flight plan. We don't have any ATC currently online. Mr. Mike, welcome aboard. He might do what I did when I was flying MD-11 for the big stream. I hope not, Pilot B. I really hope not. But yes, it was a new BMW fuel truck, James. I've never seen a car open its doors, so I'm pretty sure that had to do with the plane. Like, I've never had a car stop next to a plane, open its doors. But that's what happened. So, thank God he's flying FedEx and not UPS. Yes, we are flying FedEx, not UPS. UPS probably on Friday. We'll probably fly some UPS. Alright, out of Phoenix here, we're going to do the Keens to departure. And it has us departing. We're going to depart runway 25 right here out of Phoenix via the Keens. Keens to departure, and our transition, I think it's the harbor. Yeah, harbor transition. That looks good. We'll insert that. That is looking good. From the harbor, we're going to go direct to Fred. So let's put that in. Fred, here we go. That looks good. And then from there, that will take us into our Arrival. So Arrival, we're doing the Scooby-Doo Arrival into Ontario via Fred. And we're going to do ILS 26 right. From Takeoff, just like that. We're going to insert that. Take a look at our sheet here. Make sure no discontinuities, which I don't see any. It looks like we are good. We're good there. Scooby-Doo. Yes, the Scooby-Doo Arrival is what we will be taking into Ontario. Actually, one of my favorite cartoons of all time. Scooby-Doo, big Scooby-Doo guy when I was young. Alright, so that looks good there. Let's go down to our radio panels here. Boom, boom, boom. Alright, so we need a mic on and the speaker on. That looks good. Someone give me a squawk code to use, please, since we don't have ATC online. What are we thinking for a Ontario departure? Like, what time? Yes, Tom and Jerry. Yeah, I love Scooby-Doo, Tom and Jerry, Jetsons, Flintstones. 2516. All right, we'll do that. 2516. We'll get that on. That looks good. All right, so that so far is looking good. Let's go back to our McDo here, or FMC, I should say. And we're going to do our takeoff limits here. We're going to go flaps 15 for departure. We're not going to do a flex. Our slope is going to be 0 temperature outside the aircraft is 13 degrees. So we'll put that in there just like that. Check and confirm V speed. So we're going to go 134, 153, and V2 of 161. For our climb thrust, I'm told it likes a big bold number in here for some reason. Not sure why, so we're just going to round up our data that's in here. And I'm going to do just like that. You know, actually I'm not going to do that bottom one. I think it's just those two that we need to do. That should look good. Yeah, I'm going to log for VATSIM on the second route. Alright, and then we'll be in Ontario in roughly about an hour. With taxi time and everything, maybe a little over an hour, hour 15, we'll be into Ontario. Gisela, hey, how's it going? Welcome aboard, glad to see you. Welcome, welcome. Alright, so our perf data is in there. We can do our thrust limits, which we're going to do that right there. That looks good. And so we're doing takeoff, toga, no derate. That looks good. Okay. Alright, so we got all that in there. Perf data is set. Thrust limits are good. Alright, so all that in there is good and set. Let's put in our autopilot information here. So we're going to go up to 32,000 feet. Oops. There we go. 32,000 feet is in. Runway heading for Phoenix. 258 on the runway heading. There we go. Speed, we'll leave it at 250. That's fine. Get some of that brightness up. That looks good. Where did I see the other panel brightness? Thought there was something down here. Maybe not. Alright, so that looks good. That looks good. There we go. Alright, let's get our APU started, shall we? So we're going to go APU power, APU bleed on. This will blink here until it's fully powered up and available. We're going to get the defog on as well. That's looking good. So yes, hopefully all of you guys are doing well. I love how most of you guys have confidence that we're going to get a butter. I'm glad you guys have that extra confidence boost for me. Like I said, I have it yet to actually land this plane. So I did one flight. The airplane froze up in cruise and took a no dive. I did another flight before stream, and we lost speed, but the plane didn't crash. I just ran out of time, so I didn't have time to land. So hopefully everything goes good. Hopefully. Did we get our seatbelts on already? We did. Okay. Emergency lights are armed. Yes, they are. Okay, that's good. Alright, so APU should be on and going. That's very good. It's very hard to land, are you sure? Because Captain Canada made it look like it was a piece of cake. He made it look like it was easy. Alright, there goes everything for that. Alright, let's go and back to our menu here. We're going to close our cockpit door. And then we're going to dismiss the stairs. We're going to leave that up for now. We're going to go back up top here. Alright, ADIRs haven't lined. The lights have extinguished. That's good. Our fuel looks good. What am I missing? I feel like I'm missing something. Maybe not. He's been playing it for a week prior and he's Chem Kennett. That's true. Very, very true. Okay, so that's all looks good. Let's disconnect our ground power and then we can get rid of that from the menu. Dismiss that, dismiss the chocks, and let's call our better pushback.
Ground to cockpit. Please show me where you want to go. Ground to
that's
cockpit.
where I want to go.
Tail is
Right.
driving up.
Mm-hmm. Alright, supposedly cargo temp is supposed to be on high, so we got that on high. Looks good. Beacon lights coming on as well. Alright, pretty sure we are ready for push and start. If you guys think I've forgotten anything, let me know. I'm definitely no expert at this plane yet, that is for sure. Far from being an expert. Guess we should get on Unicom here, 118.2. Is that Unicom? I can't even remember what Unicom is anymore. 122.8 is Unicom. Ah, that's right. 122.8 is Unicom.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
Alright, so we got that in. That looks good. They're ready to connect. Let's make sure our flaps here are good, because we're going to go flaps 15 degrees here for takeoff. Oh, baby. Someone give me the altimeter for Phoenix. What's the altimeter? I think the altimeter is 2979, I think. If someone can confirm that for me. 2979. There we go.
Tow connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
Alright, let's release the parking brake.
Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
Alright, let's go System A. There the packs cut out. That's looking good. And let's go ahead and we'll start with engine number 3. Let N2 rise here before we introduce fuel. And let's introduce fuel. We go outside, take a listen. So as they did point out, the sounds are not the best on this aircraft. I have not downloaded the sound mod that's been released yet. So these are still default. Don't mind me while I eat some taquitos. Okay. Engine number 3 is stabilizing. Let's go ahead. Engine number 1.
Operation complete. Go ahead and set the parking brake.
Parking brake set.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
Disconnecting tow. Introduce fuel here to number 1. Alright, let's also drop our flaps. Flaps 15 should be set.
Tow is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal on the right. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
Alright, engine number 1's coming to stable. We're going to go ahead and we're going to bring up engine number 2. We'll wait for N2 to rise on that. Let's introduce fuel to there. Alright, so engine number 2 is spooling up. Alright, engine number 2 is starting to stabilize. We have to arm that. I'm going to arm the nav. Profile. Not sure why that's not magenta. Anyone know why that's not turning magenta? It did on my earlier flight. That's weird. Alright, let's go RTO and let's arm spoilers. That looks good. Let's go up top and get the APU off. APU should be off and that should switch over. Taxi lights coming on. Maybe it's because we haven't set the pitch yet. Pitch trim should be 4.8. Right, 4.8 is set. That's weird. Alright, hopefully we don't have any issues with that. We got here APU power is available, but we don't want that. That's good. Alright, I think we're ready for taxi. I don't think I've forgotten anything. Hopefully I didn't forget anything. Like I said, you guys are all the co-pilots. You guys are responsible to make sure I don't forget anything. But parking brake has been released. Apply a little bit of power and we're on our way. It doesn't look like we got anything. Yeah, I don't think so either. I just don't know why that's not magenta. Should be. Should be magenta. Alright, we're going to taxi straight ahead. We're going to take Hotel 4, cross runway 25 left, and then take Foxtrot all the way down. Well, Linda got kicked to the curb. Yes, Linda was fired. Linda was not giving me the satisfaction that I needed, so I kicked her to the curb. And we're clear left, clear right, and left. Taxiing looking good so far. So they have fixed the taxi issue in the plane so far. They fixed the taxi. It looks like they fixed the LNAV and the VNAV. It looked like it was working fine on my test flight. Go after the stream last night. So I didn't get the test flight in last night. I was way too tired. I did the test flight earlier today. I got half a flight in. I was going opposite what we're doing now. I went Ontario to Phoenix. I had just started my descent, but I didn't have enough time to complete since I had to start stream. Icing. I had icing on from takeoff the whole time just to make sure we didn't ice over, so that didn't seem to be a problem. When we did get to cruise, though, we did have the speed issue to where the speed just kept dropping no matter how much power the throttles were giving out. I think that might be a weather issue. I was told to not use active sky, and it won't do that. I did get the speed fixed in flight, so I never stalled. But it took a lot of jiggering and configuring of the throttles. And so hopefully without active sky, maybe we won't have that issue. I guess we're going to find out. I guess we're going to find out. So I have not had an actual landing in this aircraft yet. A couple test flights, no landings. Hopefully we get a landing on this flight. Because it seemed to be working fine on descent. I was following the profile. But we just didn't have time to finish. T-Mac, hey, welcome aboard. Just in time for departure. Just in time. All I can say is hopefully we don't have issues. Or hopefully we don't have too many issues. We know we're probably going to have some kind of issue. This is going to be interesting. Yes, it is. It's going to put our pilot skills to the test. See if we can overcome some failures. We're getting a little quick here, so let's slow down a little bit. This plane does get taxiing pretty quick. It doesn't look like we're going pretty fast, but... Phoenix traffic, FedEx 691 Heavy, lining up 25 right for departure to the west. Phoenix traffic. Alright, we're going to slow down here. We're going to make our turn. Let's get our landing lights all on. Wing lights on. So everything seems to be armed exactly how it's supposed to be armed. So hopefully we are good to go. Alright, we are lined up. Phoenix traffic, FedEx 691 Heavy, taking off 25 right to the west. Phoenix traffic. Alright, here goes nothing. Here goes nothing, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get our speed up. Alright, speed management's taking over. There we go. Rolling. Airspeed's alive. 100 knots. There it goes. Now it's magenta. V1. And rotate. Pause the rate. Gears coming up.
Phoenix traffic, WestJet 925, 10-mile final, 25 left, Phoenix.
Stabilizer motion.
Stabilizer motion. Alright, so far we're looking good. It's doing its thing. Just gotta watch the speed.
Stabilizer motion.
Stabilizer motion. So one thing with this aircraft, you do have to leave the flaps out a lot longer than you normally would.
Stabilizer motion.
Alright, so here we're going to bring our flaps up to slats. See how well it's following the
Stabilizer motion.
profile here. And so far so good. So far so good. The autopilot seems to be working. We're at about 250 here. As soon as we get above 10,000, I'm going to bring the slats in. Alright, slats are coming in. Our landing lights can come off. So far, so good. We got the outside sounds turned down a little bit so we can go outside without going deaf. I mean, so far, so good. Fingers crossed. Let's get some music going as well. So we really want to monitor this aircraft. We don't want to... Oh, that's new. Get rid of that wind noise. XP realistic. Windshield. There we go. Blue, hey! How's it going? Welcome, welcome. Glad to see you, Mr. Blue. So far, our aircraft is performing as expected. So far. The real test is going to be once we are at cruise, what happens. So yeah, once we get to cruise, that's really going to be the test. Mr. Foster, hey, welcome to stream. James, I'm going to go to bed. I'm feeling well. Man, I hope you feel better, James. I am sorry that you've been sick lately, but hopefully you feel better. Finally, I'll be flying the 737-700 for the route to Oakland. Nice. Happy to have you flying with us, Mr. Pilot B. But yes, Mr. James, feel better. We'll talk to you. We'll talk to you later. Next stream's going to be on Friday. So yeah, Friday night will be the next stream. We'll probably be doing some UPS in the MD-11 as long as this plane is flyable. So we are going to see. If not, we'll be in another plane, unless they come up with another fix before then. Bro, this plane's a freaking handful. Yes, it is. This is my X-Plane decides to be nice and run more than 20 frames. What do you have your settings at, Pilot B? You might have to adjust your settings. So yeah, so far so good. Following the profile nicely. So the key thing is going to see exactly what happens at cruise here. And disarm those. I think the MD-80 is way easier to fly. I mean, I don't know, man. They're both handfuls, man. The MD-80 requires a lot of attention. I run on a gaming laptop. As low as I want to go, I just need a new. Gotcha. Yeah, that makes sense. Upgrade yourself to a gaming PC. Alright, we are almost to our cruise level, so it's going to be interesting to see what happens here. Almost to cruise. Part of it's just the bugs and the sim, yeah. Once I go lower, it just looks bad. Gotcha. True. Yeah, it's not easy to go X-Plane with low settings. It really does make it look pretty bad. Alright. Moment of truth is coming up, ladies and gentlemen. Moment of truth. Moment of truth, whether we're going to have our first issue or not. We just got to keep an eye on that speed. If this starts dropping once we hit cruise, we got a problem. Oh, here we go. Try not to hit any controls too. Alright, so see the speeds are dropping a little bit, but that has to do with because we're going higher. So our speed is set at Mach 0.81, which we're a little above that, so. Enzo, hey, how's it going? Foster, I don't know how to rotate charges so much for this plane with the bugs it has. Yeah, I'm not sure. Like I said, I don't know what it goes into developing a plane. So I'm not too sure exactly how it works. You know, I know on some things that were happening to others, Rotate was saying wasn't happening on their end. So I'm not sure if they just have like a big supercomputer, which I'm sure they do. Probably have a big supercomputer to run it all. Alright, we're entering cruise. And let's just watch the speed here. So this should stay above 8.1. If we go below 8.1, then we gotta start worrying. Okay, so the engines are not maxed out, which means we're good. Alright, I think we're gonna be good. Oh my. What patch are you using? I'm using the patch that they released yesterday, T-Mac. The one you told me they released. I was able to download it before they took it back off the store. Because the patch is no longer on the store anymore. 1.4, 1.5, is there? Did they release another one? Whichever one came out yesterday is the one that I'm using. I'll have to look here, see what it says. 1.4 is the one I'm using. Did they just release it? Because I looked before stream and it wasn't there. Doo-doo. Ah, gotcha. Okay, you have to create a ticket to get it. Okay. And I didn't create a ticket before stream. I mean, they gave me a ticket for the tiller, and then after they gave me the ticket for the tiller, they released the patch 1.4, which I downloaded and already got. So far, though, we're not having any issues, so everything seems to be working now that I don't use Active Sky, so I think Active Sky is the issue when you get to cruise, because right now we're cruising good. Right now, we are cruising real good. So already a plus. Well, Foster, if you're going too quick, this plane's not designed to turn real quick on a taxi. So you got to go slow in the turns. It should feel all right. If you've got the new patch, if you don't have the patch that they released, then the taxiing's not gonna work very well. You have to map it to an axis if your rudders are not working or however you have it. Like before the patch, I had to put the tiller on my flaps lever and use that to taxi. It wouldn't work on my rudders like it does now. It works now though, because they added these new options here. So if you have a special tiller, you can use this. If not, just using rudders, don't have to click that. I do have to click this to use the brakes on my rudders though. T-Mac, I've had 0 issues with playing. Really? Even from the initial release? That's weird. Well, like I said, we haven't had any issues quite yet on this flight. So far, everything on this flight's working. So far. The only thing is I'm not using Active Sky, which I heard is an issue. And it was an issue on the test flight before, because as soon as I got to cruise, the speed, we lost all speed. But it seems to be doing LNAV properly, VNAV profile is being done properly right now. So as of right now, we're doing good. The only main issue is going to see is what's going to happen when we try to land. Yeah, no, it's definitely a great aircraft. They have a lot of stuff modeled in this. Like, there's a lot of stuff like tests and everything in the systems that's modeled. They've modeled quite a bit, and if they can get these few bugs worked out, this is going to be a great aircraft for sure. They just got to get the few bugs worked out. So I think maybe during beta they just didn't give it to enough people to test. Might be the issue. Maybe they need to give it to more people to find those bugs. Because like T-Mac said, he didn't have any issues. So it's not everyone, but... which payware A320 would you recommend? None of them. Yeah, none of them, to be honest. There is not any really that good A320 payware. If you want to fly the A320, do fly-by-wire and Microsoft. That's what I can recommend. The jar design A320, not that good. I mean, it's flyable, it's just not that good. Maybe if you can buy it on sale, I wouldn't pay full price for it. Bear Aviation. Hello from the other side of the mountains. I had no issues with the ASXP earlier today. Are you? Not so far, no. I had issues before when I did a test flight. Tolis doesn't have an A320. They got an A321, A319, and an A340. But Tolis doesn't have an A320 out yet, as far as I know. So yeah, like I said, we did test flight. When I was using Active Sky and at cruise, we lose our speed because there's something wrong with the winds and the way it interacts with the winds and the weather. But with Active Sky off right now, we're having 0 issues so far. Yeah, Tolis needs an A320 in their fleet for sure. But like I said, we got the fly-by-wire A320. If you really want to payware, wait for the Phoenix A320 to come out. From what I've heard and what I've heard Phoenix has said, it's supposed to be one of the best study-level A320s that's ever been released. I don't know that for sure, because I'm not one of the testers for it, but even watching Chewy's, if you guys know Chewy's channel, he did let off a little snippet that the Phoenix A320 is his favorite aircraft now of all time, as he's been one of the alpha beta testers for the Phoenix, and the only thing he has been able to say so far is that it's his favorite aircraft of all time. So I think that puts it in high regards if Chewy is saying that about the plane. So yeah, wait for that to come out if you want to payware A320. I just don't have Microsoft. Gotcha. Okay, then yeah, I'm not. I mean, like I said, if you can get the jar design on sale, you know, for a really cheap price, then go for it if that's what you want. But I definitely would not pay full price. Because I do have the plane, and I can say, like I said, it's flyable, but it's got some issues. Alright, so we need to prepare for our descent. Also, probably just get the 757 because this is one of my favorite. Yeah, 757 is definitely a great aircraft. That one's definitely worth the money. Jar design cam, no. If you're going to pay full price, not worth the money. Get it on sale. Drew Stone, hey, welcome. Yeah, get the jar design A320 if you're going to get it and you really want it. Only get it when it's on sale. Alright, so we're going to go to our approach page here, make sure it looks good. We're going to do flaps 35 for landing. That all looks good in there. Let's get our charts up for our Scooby-Doo Arrival. So we're going to go down to about 4,300 feet. So we're almost at the top of descent. I'm going to go ahead and recycle this here down to 4,300 feet. I don't remember if this plane will automatically start descending at top of descent or if I just have to press profile again. And I think I just have to press profile again, if I'm not mistaken. Also, stay away from anything made by SSG. Yeah, SSG is not the greatest. Like I said, I have the SSG E-Jets, and I also have the X-Crafts. Both of them are kind of toss-ups to which ones are better. I would lean towards X-Crafts, but I would wait. I'm waiting for X-Crafts version 2. The X-Crafts version 2 coming out should be pretty good. I'm not sure when that's going to come out, but I am waiting for that because I want to do some more E-Jet flying. It's just what we have to work with right now is just not that good. So personally, like the SSG, I mean, like I said, it's all everyone's personal opinion. If you like it, that's good. You know, I'm just not a huge fan, but if you like it, that's good. No problems with that. The A330, I think I heard is not too bad. I think I have that too. I don't really fly it very much. But yeah, I wouldn't, like I said, if you have Microsoft cam, don't buy the JAR Design A320. Just go with Microsoft. Fly-by-wire is way, way better. Alright, so we're reaching our top of descent marker now. So I think it's going to start descending. I think it will start descending. We're gonna start descending. Oh, went back again. Let's try this here. There we go. Alright, now we're descending. That was weird. I'm about to fly the Concorde. I learned it today. Nice. Nice. Yeah, I thought about the Concorde. I'm not really a huge Concorde fan, so I don't know if I'm going to get it, but maybe. Can we change up the playlist? Yeah, what do you want to hear on the playlist? I wasn't even paying attention to the playlist here. What do you want? Rock, pop, hip-hop? Alright, I got some hip-hop playlists going now. These are apparently some of the most popular ones right now on Epidemic Sound. Alright, so it actually looks like we have Socal Approach online. So this is going to be interesting. 1, 2, 4, 5. So we're not low enough for it yet, but I got it programmed for when they beep beep it. Give us the beep beep. It's going to be interesting flying this bird on VATSIM with ATC. But so far, so good. What song is this? It's called Knowledge is Power by Matt Large. What's my call sign? FedEx 69, FedEx 691 Heavy. Going to Ontario. Yes, we are going to Ontario. Can you put on Big Papa by Notorious Big? Unfortunately, it's copyrighted, Mike. Unfortunately, it's copyrighted, so I can't. Or else I would. I wish I would. Wish we could play that like that. Can we see outside view? Can we see outside? Yeah, we can go outside. Oh, we're descending here. So far so good. Everything is going smoothly. Fingers crossed that. Oh, that's worrying me a little bit. It sounds like the engines are spooling up a lot. Okay, now it looks like we're good. so far we're looking good. Alright, still on profile, so we'll go back out. Outside view here. Vertical Sim is coming out with Ontario soon. Yes, I know, Drew. I saw that. I'm super excited. Super excited. Like, we have some freeware Ontario, but they're not that good, to be honest. So I cannot wait for a Vertical Sim Ontario. What's up, Enzo? FedEx is the best airline. I do love me some FedEx. But my favorite airline's still going to be Southwest. Southwest. Does Nimbus Atlantic crash your sim? No, I haven't had that problem. Yeah, I have not had that problem, Foster. Not that I'm aware of, anyways. T-Mac FedEx for life. I think if I lived in Memphis, FedEx would probably be my favorite too, to be honest. But since I live out here, Southwest, that's what I've flown on the most in real life. So, but you have so much better landings on the right hand. Oh, I know. It's ironic, isn't it? Isn't it, Mike? Cam, I'll be going to Ontario and LAX soon, like in the sim or real life, Cam? I'm rocking with Aerosauce 4 left. That's a family live near Ontario. Oh, nice. And some live in Fresno. That's cool. That is cool. Yeah, in May I plan on going to Texas for a little bit to visit my best friend and go to a couple Angel Ranger games out in Texas. So yeah, I do plan on doing that. Opening day is getting close. Oh, bro, I know. Oh, don't have to remind me twice. I cannot wait. I'm going to opening day. I got front row tickets on the right field wall in the outfield for the Angel Stadium, right in Shohei Ohtani territory. He's going to hit that leadoff home run right to me. Feel it. I can feel it. Leadoff home run right to me. Bro, did you hear about Austin Airport here in Texas? No, what about it? What happened at the airport? I don't think I've heard about it. Don't think I have. I could have heard about it and forgot. I don't remember. I don't remember if I forgot. So I don't remember what I don't remember that I remember. Yeah, next Thursday, man. I cannot wait. I'm taking the day off work. I'm going to go tailgating, probably. Get down there early. Probably go to Hooters right next to stadiums, like a tradition. They ran out of fuel. No way. No way. That must have canceled a lot of flights in. Hopefully flights didn't plan on fueling up in Austin. Hopefully the planes brought some extra fuel with them. We need to order some fuel for Austin. Good thing we're not flying there today. Definitely don't want to run out of fuel. Definitely don't want to run out of fuel. So we should get approach here soon. Some planes out in the distance there. Like popping in and out. Whoa, what's going on? Having some weird issues now all of a sudden. Alright, let's go to altitude error at machine. Okay, because we're not below. Add drag, we need to add drag, here we go. Okay. So ILS information, let's make sure this is all in. 1097 to 69, it's saying for the course, but the course is actually 258. There we go. I gotta get to bed. Have a good flight, ma'am. Alright, T-Mac, we'll see ya. Is Adele gonna be at the big club? Yeah, I believe so. I think Adele and Marsh are both gonna be starting in the outfield opening day. Unless they give the opening day nod to Justin Upton, but at this point I feel like that's not gonna happen. But, you know, we'll see. I have a feeling though it's gonna be Adele in left and Marsh in right to start opening day. Alright, here we go. Socal Approach FedEx 691 Heavy with you at 13,000 feet.
FedEx 691 Heavy, Socal Approach, giving squawk 4723.
4723. 4723, FedEx 691 Heavy.
FedEx 691 Heavy, radar contact 12 miles northwest of the Palm Springs, VOR, Ontario, altimeter 299.5, descending via the Scooby-Doo.
Sending via Scooby-Doo, FedEx 691 Heavy.
American 1138 requesting departing runway.
American 1138, expect runway 24 left departure.
Making 24 left, American 1138.
Apollo 106 Heavy, wind 2408, runway 24 right, clear lane.
Clear lane 24 right on the 5106.
So, approach FedEx 691 Heavy, like to request 26 right ILS approach.
FedEx 691 Heavy, expect that.
Roger. Alright, so our VNAV is messing up a little bit here now.
FedEx 691 Heavy at Taco, cleared ILS, runway 26 right approach.
At Taco, cleared ILS 26 right approach, FedEx 691 Heavy. It was fuel shortage, sorry about that, but they told airlines to arrive with extra fuel in the tanks. Yeah, I sent you a picture. Alright, I'll take a look at it. Just throw diesel in them. I don't know if that would quite work. Alright, our plane's doing a little bit of weird things here. We are slowing down now. I'm going to bring our slats out here. Bringing slats out. Let's get all of our landing lights back on. We'll go flaps 15 again here. Let's bring our speed brake in. So speed brake's in, we can arm the speed brake. We're going to do auto brakes medium for our landing. Next flight should be FedEx 69 heavy. All right, I'll leave the one off. It'll be FedEx 69 heavy. It seemed like it was doing a little bit of weird things. It was kind of not meeting some of the restrictions here, but for the most part, it's pretty close to the restrictions. For the ILS approach that we've been cleared for at TACO, we need to go down to 2,900 feet. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in here. 2,900 feet. That looks good.
Airpilot 106 Heavy, welcome to Los Angeles. Exit left at Alpha Alpha. Cross runway 24 left at Alpha Alpha. Taxi to the international terminal via Alpha Alpha. Echo Kilo.
Cross 24 left, Alpha Alpha, continue Alpha Alpha, Echo Kilo for
Bring a little bit more flaps out here.
106.
We can go flaps 20. I think we can go flaps full here. Or not full, but flaps 35 here in just a second. We will go.
Approach on 106, clear 24 left, Alpha Alpha.
Pilot 106 Heavy, roger, thank you.
American 1138, requesting clearance, taxi runway 24 left.
American 1138, runway 24 left, taxi via Echo. Information Foxtrot's current altimeter 299.7.
Taxi via Echo.
All right, she be looking good coming over Southern California. All right, we get the music off for our approach here so we can focus. We'll get some of our sounds turned back up. Our VREF speed is going to be 155, 160 on the approach. There we go. Alright, let's go flaps 35 here.
Landing gear.
FedEx 691 Heavy, when able, say parking.
Landing gear.
Alright, landing gears coming down.
Gear. Landing gear.
Landing gear is coming out.
Landing gear. Landing gear. Landing gear. Landing gear.
Air Apollo 106 Heavy, looks like you missed the turn on Echo, when able, say intentions.
Stabilizer motion.
We were still Alpha Alpha going for Bravo through Alpha 106.
Alright,
Right,
localizer's been
Air Apollo
armed.
106 Heavy, that's fine. Taxi to Bradley via Alpha Alpha Bravo Kilo.
Alpha Alpha Bradley Kilo for 106.
Alright, looks like a localizer's been captured. Is there anything we have to do to arm the approach? Does anyone know?
FedEx 691 Heavy, wind 230 at 11. Runway 26 right, clear to land.
26 right, clear to land, FedEx 691 Heavy.
FedEx 691 Heavy, where are you parking tonight?
We're going to be parking north cargo, north left of the airport.
FedEx 691 Heavy, roger.
All right, looking good.
Socal Approach, hello again, SkyWest 5225.
All right, so far so good,
we're
ladies
at
and gentlemen.
LAX,
So far so
requesting
good.
9
Hopefully we can get this
Palm Springs
better.
With Foxtrot.
SkyWest 5225, SoCal departure, clearance and request, expect PDC.
SoCal departure, this is FedEx 761 Charlie, holding short of Alpha, ready to taxi.
FedEx 761 Charlie, runway 25 left, taxi via Alpha, LA altimeter 29907.
Yeah, Alpha 25 left, FedEx 761 Charlie.
Alright, looks like glide slow.
SkyWest 5225, can you accept 13,000 for your cruise? Because I'll keep you in my airspace all the way.
Alright, it looks like glide slopes have been captured, I think. Or just about to be captured.
SoCal approach frontier flight 458, ready to taxi in Ontario.
American Lem 38, wind 240 at 8.
Alright,
Bar
glide
nav
slopes have been
to
captured,
Delray.
friends.
Runway 24 left, clear, correction. Yeah, runway 24 left, clear for takeoff.
Runway 24 left, clear for takeoff, American 138.
Fortune flight 458, SoCal departure, runway 26 right, taxi via November Whiskey, Ontario altimeter 29905.
November Whiskey 26 right, frontier flight 458.
Autopilot.
Alright, autopilot off.
SkyWest 5225, are you able to accept a cruise altitude of 13,000? That'll keep you in my airspace.
Autopilot. 1,000.
A firm, we can accept 13,000.
Alright, my controls. We'll
5225.
see you guys on the ground.
1,000.
SkyWest 5225, roger, thank you.
Terrain.
Alright, here goes nothing.
500. 500. 400. Approaching minimum. 300. Minimum. 200. 100.
Lights.
American Lem 38, radar
Light flow.
contact, say altitude loop.
Passing 1,200, American 138.
Oh, we're floating.
American Lem 38, roger, climb via the SID.
Landing via St. American 138.
Ooh, that was a hard landing. Alright, thrusters are out. Goes down gently.
American 1138, turn left, direct to PV, resume the departure.
Alright, still on the reversers.
Turn left direct to PV, resuming departure, American 138.
FedEx 691 Heavy, welcome to Ontario. Exit right when able, taxi to the Northwest Cargo Ramp via November.
Taxi ramp when able, taxi enough cargo ramp via November. It's FedEx 691 Heavy. Alright, we're going to taxi here. Speed brakes are coming in. Get our flaps up.
SoCal, FedEx 761 Charlie, ready to go 25 left at Alpha. I'm sorry, at Foxtrot.
Alright, never mind. I'm not going to be flying. I just
Recommend
sent a hit of
contact LA
tiredness.
Center 135.55.
My spine.
Contacting Center 135.55.
Luckily, no passengers on this
Thanks for
flight.
flying. We'll see you. FedEx 761 Charlie, wind 240 RNAV to hyper, runway 25 left, clear for takeoff.
Nav hyper, clear for takeoff 25 left, FedEx 761 Charlie.
Tier flight 458, wind 23011, runway 26 right, clear for
Alright,
takeoff.
I'd say not bad though for our first ever landing in this beast. Get some taxi music on. Let's get the APU going as well. Alright, not bad though, not bad at all. We'll take it. We're on the ground safely. You just broke my vase for a grand. Oops, my bad. My bad, yo. But for my first ever landing in this aircraft though, that went a lot better than I had expected. I think one of the things is just we have to get used to how we're higher up than we normally would be in other
Leaving 1,300 from tier flight 458.
than we would be in other aircraft.
Tier flight 458, easy for me to say. Climb via SID.
I mean, that's it for 458. I was given a restriction 10,000, so it's still what you want.
From
we're
tier
going
flight
right over here to these
458,
cargo ramps.
negative, when you get the climb via SID airborne, that cancels
This plane
the
takes a real
ground
pilot to fly.
restriction. That's just a stopgap in case we've got arrivals coming
Yeah,
in.
see in real life right now in Ontario Airport, this is
got it.
filled in, and FedEx is actually parking right here. That I saw an
To my knowledge,
MD-11 actually right here when I was
that
in
phraseology is
Ontario last
specific
time.
to the U.S. I don't think any other country uses that that way of lifting the climb restriction.
Got it. Yeah, I mean, usually the PDC out of Ontario says just climb via SID. So it was weird that I got the cap at 10,000 a night, because then usually they cap you on the climb. So I guess did it backwards tonight.
Yeah, I can't speak to normal, but I know that's our internal standard operating procedure is to, on the ground, get the cap at 10,000 because Ontario is right underneath the arrival stream for LA, and they're buzzing it over the top of you. So that gives me the latitude, like say the handoff, say tower's on, the handoff comes late, or you go Nordo, you'll stop your climb at 10 and don't climb up into the arrival stream.
Cool. Yeah, makes sense to me. I know it's not usually you, but usually, like I said, I'll get the PDC, it says climb via SID, and then you check the SID and it says top altitude 13,000, so all that dialed in, and then on the climb, they'll say 10. So I guess everybody does it different.
Yeah, roger that. Well, FedEx 458, it's been a pleasure chatting with you. Contact LA Center 135.55. We'll see you.
Alright, our parking needs a little bit of work. A little off on the parking tonight,
FedEx
that's
761
alright.
Charlie, heavy radar contact, say altitude leaving.
We're going to stop right there. Let's
FedEx
get
761
our
Charlie passing
parking
through
brake on.
1,600.
Parking brake is on. APU
FedEx 761
is
Charlie, roger, climb via the SID.
available.
Have you said FedEx
Let's power
761
down
Charlie?
our engines.
Frontier Flight 458, contact LA Center 135.55.
Get over to center at 3555. You're still on the fucking bit.
At least you finally got a whole flight in. Finally, we did. Seems like you're coming in faster when you cut power. You instantly fall like a brick. No, I think the problem is I didn't cut power quick enough because we started to float, and that's kind of when I had to make sure it got it down.
5225, ready taxi.
So, but I definitely have to also tell we're higher up than we normally would be in other planes. So that's a factor too. But we made it, ladies and gentlemen. We made it. Beacon light can come off. We have made it to Ontario safely. We're going to have one more flight up to Oakland, which I'm actually kind of excited about now because we made it with very few issues. Very few issues today. Alright, let's disconnect from VATSIM, and we're going to take a look at our replay. Toggle the replay. Let's look at our hard landing. I think in this too, you actually have to set the flaps. Let me take the replay off first. Oh yeah, you actually have to set the flaps, I believe, from what I've seen before you do the replay. So let me get the flaps set, and then we'll do the replay. Ready to see the replay? Yes, me too. Alright, here we go. Let's toggle replay. Back her up a little bit. A little bit more. There we go.
Altitude. 1. Autopilot. Autopilot. Autopilot.
Alright, so yes, let's check out the replay here from the runway. Get some music turned back on too. Voicing it again, honey. Autopilot. Stabilizer motion. Stabilizer motion. I don't know, it's kind of funny. I think there's a gas truck just parked out in the field here. So we were coming in pretty good. Everything looked pretty good on the arrival. Like I said, I think we just started to float a little bit. Let's see what happened now. So yeah, right there, I pulled up a little too much on the flare. See how we started to go up? And then I kind of forced it down. Tried to save it. Couldn't, so we bounced. Not too bad, though. Not too shabby. Let's do tower view here. So not too bad. We just got to not flare, just not over flare it. That was, I think, our main issue. Cut the power a little sooner because we were coming a little quick. So cut the power a little sooner and just a little smoother flare would be golden. Yeah, right there. We pulled up too much, too soon. Instead of letting the plane kind of do its thing. Boom. But the nose came down pretty good, so really not terrible. So, I mean, it wasn't super horrible. So right there, if we would just kind of held it instead of overdoing it. You know, it's cargo. It's not bad. Not bad at all. Could have been worse. Could have been much worse. Do a little side view here. The landing itself was nice, though. Takes time, yeah. So she was firm, but like I said, still not horrible. I think we landed at like 400 feet per minute, though. So nice and firm, but... What's the FPS hit? It's probably similar to like flying the Zebo, to be honest, Nolan. I've been in like the high 20s, low 30s the whole time. On the ground here, we're in the 20s, high 20s for the scenery. In the air, we're in the 30s to 40s. So watch one more replay here, and we will leave with the tower view in, and then we'll get our next flight loaded up, ready to rock and roll over to Oakland. Rewind it here, leave it on with the tower view. So I'll leave it with the tower view here. Enjoy the arrival. I'm going to get things loaded up for the next flight. We'll see you guys in about 5 minutes. All right, we are back. Sorry, it took a little longer than expected. X-plane doing its normal X-plane things here. Let me get one thing squared away real quick. All right, so hopefully that fixed the audio. Notice the audio got added whack a little bit. You guys didn't let me know. Let me know how it looks now. Hopefully that fixed the issue. But we are back, loaded back up here in Ontario. We're going to get ready to rock and roll over to Oakland. Hopefully we have no issues on this one. And hopefully we learn from our mistakes and we can butter this landing into Oakland. That is the plan, anyways. We're going to butter this into Oakland. Let me get some of these sounds back up. Let's get our rotate aircraft menu here. So we're going to go to ground operations. We're going to request the ground power unit. We're going to request the cockpit stairs. We're going to open that. Open the main cargo door there. That looks good. We can go ahead and load the aircraft here before we get everything powered up. So for our payload on this flight, we're going to get our payload in. Payload's going to be 115,490 pounds of payload. Our total block fuel is going to be 34,409 on the fuel. And taxi fuel, we're going to go 1,500 on the taxi fuel. And trip fuel in route burn, we're going to go 15808 on the trip fuel. That looks good. Let's apply that load to the aircraft and see it bounce up and down there. We're going to request loader and we're going to request the fuel.
Service on the way.
All right, so see, service is on the way. I want you guys to witness this, all right? Honestly, audio doesn't even affect me no more. I guess I'm used to it. Ah, gotcha. Okay, well, overall presentation, though, I like the audio to always be in sync, so let me know if it does get out of whack. Because it's a pretty easy fix that I can do to fix it. Really not bad. All right, we're going to look and see if we can see a fuel truck come up here of some kind. I think this might be it driving up right here, maybe. I don't know. Okay, yeah, because I don't see the fuel truck. Last time, like I said, a BMW SUV rolled up. I was over down there, though. It rolled up, opened its doors, and then it left. I don't know if that was supposed to be the fuel or what, but it was weird. And it might be this car that's heading to us now. Yeah, I think this was the car. Here we go. Let's see what happens. Here it is. Here it is. Oh, it's turning around. Wait for it. Yep, right there. See, doors open, and I guess it's like the BMW is loading the fuel from the truck. Oh, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that's a bug with the Rotate 2, but when you request the fuel, that's what happens. So the BMW is driving away. And that was our fuel. Oh boy. Alright, let's get this thing powered on now. Ground power's coming on. Battery is to the on position. That looks good. What the hell? Right? That could be why the plane has issues, because they're loading it with a BMW for fuel. Like I siphoned the gas out of the BMW or something. Oh boy. Alright. Ground power is on. Let's get our IS Live 1, 2, and 3. That's looking good. Let's arm our emergency lights, smoking signs, seatbelt signs. Logo light can come on. That looks good. Everything up here is good. We can arm the emergency power. That looks good. All right, everything up here looks good. Our fuel looks good. We got 34 on board. That's looking good. Remember, this is the checklist. You just have to push that on, makes it all green. That is looking good as well. We got a TCAS fail. That will fix itself. That's all right. We're going to have to call to get clearance here. We do have Socal Approach still online. And we'll turn that on here once we're ready to get our clearance. That looks good. All right, so let's go to our FMC and let's get this started up here. So we're going to go to our plan init page. We're going to put in Ontario to Oakland. And we'll plug that in there. Our alternative airport is Sacramento. F, Sacramento. We are FedEx 69 heavy. FedEx 69 heavy. And we're going up to a flight level of going up to 40,000 feet on this one. Okay, 40,000 feet. That looks good. Initialize IRS. That looks good. Cost index is going to be 20 on the cost index. That looks good here. Right now we have full ATC coverage too, in and out of Ontario and Oakland. That was Linda jumping out of the B&D and catching her flight. Oh, Miss Linda. I miss Linda a little bit. Well, I think we're gonna have to fly a flight here soon with Linda again. We'll bring her back. All right, so that's in there. Our weight and balance page is in here. Everything looks good on here. So we're gonna go to the flight plan page here, but before we do that, we need to call and get our clearance. So let's get our radio panel on. We'll turn that up. Mic's on. 1245 is Socal Approach. Let me get my handy dandy flight pad ready to go here. My flight plan, so I can look at the flight plan. Socal Approach FedEx 69 Heavy. Request IFR to Oakland, please.
FedEx 69 Heavy SoCal departure. You should have received a PSP, or sorry, you should have received a PDC. Please check your messages.
Roger that. We got it. Sorry, I didn't hear the beat come in. Thanks.
No worries.
All right, so we got CPDLC in for our clearance. So we're looking good here. So let's check this. We got 69 High Ontario Oakland MD-11 beacon is going to be 4757. So let's put our squawk in. 4757, and we'll get that. Oops. Get that on and reporting. Marking code Charlie. That looks good. So we got the Sunshine 5 departure. Cortez transition are good. Then the MZO3 to Oakland. That seems good. Climb via the 6 at maintain 10,000. Expect 40 after 5. Departure ring steam on bot. Contact ground when ready for taxi and a message. Alright, so our flight plan is good. That's not going to change.
Tango, direct Seal Beach.
PSP? What about PSP, Drew? We're going up to Oakland.
69, Tango.
Oops. Alright, so we're going up to Oakland. Well, we got our cleared flight route, so let's go ahead and put this in our FMC here. So from Ontario, we're going to be departing runway 26 right. Sunshine Fine departure. Cortez transition.
Maintain 4,000.
And we'll insert that into here. That looks good. And then from here, we're going to go direct to our good. So our good. We'll put that in, and then that'll take us into our arrival. So star into Oakland. Let's see. Usually it's runway 30. It's trying to have us do runway 28 left. Hold on. Let me bring my charts up for Oakland. It's a different runway than normal. Okay, so let's go Oakland. Bring up my airport chart. 28 left. Okay, yeah, 28 left, way too short. So we're going to plan for runway 30 for our arrival.
Skywest 5225, turn left heading 280. Vectors to the visual, runway 31
that's
left.
via the Enzo 3. That looks good.
Left 280 and
charts.
vectors visual 31 left. Skywest 5225.
That's good. And Sunshine 5 departure. Okay. So we're going to do Enzo 3 from our good and ILS 30 approach. And ILS 30 approach will be from Franny, I think.
Skywest 5225 on the visual. Airport will be about your 12 o'clock, 20 miles. Report the field in sight.
Yep, from Franny, and we'll insert that.
We will report the field in sight, 5225.
No discontinuities. That all looks great. Okay, so we got all that in. That looks good. Flight plan page is good. Let's go to our takeoff page here. Do we want to do a flex takeoff?
Socal Approach FedEx 140 Heavy, read pushing start.
What's the
Running
temperature out here
cargo
today? 13. Let's do
FedEx 140, push start, your discretion, call for
we'll do
taxi.
43 on the flex. We'll do a little bit of flex
Taxi,
takeoff here. That's
140
fine. We'll go flaps 15 for departure. That looks
Sky West,
good.
5225 has Palm Springs in sight.
Slope is going to
Guys,
be 0.
5225, clear visual approach, runway 31 left.
And then
Clear
outside
visual, 31
temperature
left, Sky West,
13.
5225.
Departure
he
Southwest
said-
397.
Said he sent a PSP. He meant a CP
Southwest 397, SoCal departure, go ahead.
DLC message, I think.
Southwest 397 requesting app for OSA
All right, let's get our V speeds in. We got 127, 143, 153. That
Southwest
looks
397, clearance on request, expect PDC.
good. We're gonna go 3,000 for that. We're gonna go 4,000 for that. That looks good. Thrust limits, all that is good. We don't need to worry about any of that. Everything looks good here. All right, so we're good there. We're pretty much, I think, close to ready for push and start.
Number 9 Sierra Tango, let's see, Palomar altimeter 29907.
So 10,000 is in here.
299.7.
That's good. We're cleared up to 10,000. Our runway heading, I think, is what's our runway heading? 258? Yeah, 258 on the runway heading. That's good. That's good. All that looks good. We got map mode. Let's get our altimeter in. Altimeter is... What's that altimeter?
Skywest
299.5.
5225, wind 310 at 13, gust 19, runway
There we go.
31 left, cleared lane.
Altimeter's in, looking good. How are you guys doing in chat?
31 left,
Gambling
clear
away,
lane.
I see as
Sky West,
always.
5225.
Damn, Mike, look at your points. You guys have way too many points. You guys have a lot of points, my friend. A lot of points.
Number 69er, Sierra Tango, descend at pilot's discretion, cross Seal Beach at and maintain 7,000.
Beach at 7,000 for 69 Sierra Tango.
Alright, see anything you guys think I'm forgetting? Oh, looks like our flaps are... I don't know why those are all the way out like that. So those are spoilers, bring those in. Don't know how those got out of whack. Let's look at our dial of flap here, make sure the dial of flap is on 15, which it is. That's good. Let's start our APU up. APU power and EPU on. There we go. Give that a little bit to power up.
And so
We can pre-plan our pushback.
with Gulf short of Delta 8.
We can push back.
All right, Captain, got the directions. Let me know through the menu when you're ready.
Runway 24 left,
Flaps,
taxi
never mind, yeah.
Echo.
Flaps, I don't know how the flaps got so
Left
down.
Echo, so it's 4031.
Alright, so we're waiting for the APU to fire up here. Defog can come on. That looks good. IRS is aligned. Cargo heats up. Let's see. Get some panel brightness up. Same thing up here. Alright, APU is coming on. Let's call the tug. There we go. Start.
Great news, Captain. Your tow's coming.
Bring up our menu. So let's close our door. We can
It's 4031. We're short.
disconnect ground power, get rid of that. Get rid of the stairs, get rid of the chocks.
Southwest 4031, wind 230 at 5, R nav to Delray, runway 24 left, clear for takeoff.
Beacon lights coming on.
So 4031.
Here comes our tow. And we're pretty much ready for push and start.
Southwest 4031 on your climb out. If you'll let me know when you hit the bases, that'd be great.
We'll give you a call on that for Southwest 4031.
All right, looks like the doors and hatches are closed and we're ready to connect.
Oh, baby. All right. They're ready to connect. We're ready to go.
Welcome aboard, Captain. Tow's connected. Bypass plans inserted. Go and kill the parking brake when you're ready to go.
Taxi with Golf at Charlie 6.
Alright, let's kill the parking brake. We are ready to rock and roll.
Skywest 5752.
Here comes the pushback. Light them up.
Runway
We're gonna get
25 right,
system
taxi
A
via
on.
Bravo. LA Altimeter 29907.
2997.
Okay, yeah, as soon as I get,
Skywest 5752.
Southwest
engine
4031
started,
radar
we'll,
contact, say altitude leaving.
Passenger
the outside view here.
1000.
Alright, so engine number 3.
Southwest 4031, climb and maintain 13,000. I'll on course for you shortly.
Up to 13,000, and we entered the clouds here at
So this is just engine rotate going on here. We haven't introduced fuel yet.
Southwest 4031, roger. And our last report had it broken. Would you agree with that?
I would say it's overcast.
As soon as we introduce fuel, I'll go back to
Southwest
outside
4031,
view.
roger. Thank you.
There we go.
Socal Approach Southwest 397, ready to taxi to Fort Knox.
Alpha Charlie requesting a traffic pattern around Los Angeles.
So as you can hear, like I said, the sounds on this plane are not the best. But there is some sound mods that have been coming out. I just haven't downloaded those yet.
Just about done here. Go ahead and set your parking brake.
Alright, parking brake set. Let's go and engine number
And
one
we're
start up.
disconnecting the tow. Give me just a moment.
We're gonna let engine number 1's N2 rise here. Takes time, you'll get there. Yeah. And let's introduce fuel.
And we're disconnected. Signal and pin on the left. Take it easy and have a safe flight.
Our pushback driver a little crooked here on the line, but that's alright. Alright, let's go in here and we'll start engine number 3, or really engine number 2. for engine N2 to rise here for engine number 2. It is rising. Go and arm these as well. We'll get flap set to 15. And let's introduce fuel. Alright, fuel's being introduced. Let's get our trim set to trim to 5.
Stabilizer motion.
Stabilizer motion. He needs more training in the tug. He does. He needs to go back to training. What we need is Mr. Blue Games to come do our pushback tug. We would have been perfect. Have you guys seen his pushback video he did the other day? Yesterday, I think it was. He released a pushback video. Alright, so flaps are set. Spoilers are armed. Auto brake RTO. That looks good. Tug's been disconnected. We almost have stabilized engine number 2. Let's go up top here. We're going to get APU to the off position. Get a taxi light on here. Alright, that's stabilized. That stays on. Alright, that looks good. Okay, that's good. I feel like those lights aren't supposed to be on. Anyone know about these lights here? Was there an option for maintenance? Maybe we can only do that when we're not on. Oh wait, here we go. Perform maintenance. Alright, there we go. That's fixed. Taxi lights are on. Now we're just going to call for a taxi. Select fuel system, manual. We want a manual. We'll leave it like that. That should be good to go. Okay. Let's go ahead and call for taxi. Socal Approach FedEx 69 Heavy ready for taxi. Nope, we're not on the right frequency. That would do it.
FedEx 140 Heavy, radar contact, stay altitude loop.
We're leaving 2,500, FedEx 140 Heavy.
FedEx 140 Heavy, roger, climb via the SID.
Climb visit FedEx 140 Heavy.
Socal Approach, FedEx 69 Heavy, ready for taxi.
FedEx 69 Heavy, runway 26 right, taxi via November, Ontario, altimeter 299.06.
26 right via November, FedEx 69 Heavy. Alright, we're ready for departure. We arm that, we're gonna arm the nav, arm the speed, and arm the profile.
Cessna 9 Sierra Tango, descend and maintain 2,100.
Then maintain 2,000. Taking altitude, sorry.
Cessna 9 Sierra Tango, descend and maintain 2,100.
Down to 2,100 for Sierra Tango.
That might just help a little. Yeah, no,
Cessna
it
9
would
Sierra
help
Tango,
on
turn
the
left,
right
heading 280.
frequency, wouldn't it?
280.
That would help.
Cessna 9 Sierra Tango, you're 8 miles from GG. Maintain 2,100 until established on the localizer. Clear ILS runway 25 left approach.
Cleared ILS, 25 left approach for Sierra Tango.
FedEx 140 Heavy, you're leaving my airspace. LA Center is offline. Radar service terminated. Free exchange approved. Have a safe flight.
Overtaking call, FedEx 140 Heavy, begin.
Thanks for flying ZLA. We'll see you.
Alright, so hopefully I don't have any issues with the whole select fuel manual thing. Didn't have that last flight. I was wondering why it got quiet. Yeah, I turned it off while we were listening to the sounds. Or attempting to listen to what sounds there are.
Cessna 9 Sierra Tango, you've overshot the localizer for 25 left. Say intentions.
I'm having some issues establishing on it. Mind if I get vectors back around? Sorry about that for Sierra Tango.
Cessna 9 Sierra Tango, not a problem. Cancel approach clearance. Turn left, heading 220.
Turn heading 220 for Sierra Tango.
Cessna 9 Sierra Tango, you're 5 miles from GG. Maintain 2,100 till established on the approach. Cleared ILS runway 25 left.
Cleared ILS 25 left.
Damn, that was my fault.
Cessna 9 Sierra Tango, if you need, we can always spin you back around.
It was your fault.
Regroup,
Supposed to be the
you have
co-pilot,
plenty of
Mike.
time to get another shot from here, so just let me know what you want to do.
Roger. 69 Sierra Tango.
Dictation 112 Tango, Mike, wind 240 at 5. RNAV Hyper, runway 25 left, clear for takeoff.
RNAV Piper 25 left, clear for takeoff, 210 flight.
Alright, hopefully we get this better on the second flight now that we got things
Cessna 9
kind
Sierra
of
Tango,
dialed in a little
citation
bit.
will be departing prior to your arrival.
Roger. 69 Sierra Tango. Pull it down.
We're pulling a southwest right now and taxiing
Cessna
a
9 Sierra Tango,
little fast.
No aero acrobatics required. Normal speed's fine. Citation 9 Sierra Tango, looks like you overshot again. I'm going to have to spin you back around this time, unfortunately.
I can't figure out what's going on for 69 Sierra Tango.
Alright, Citation 9 Sierra Tango, cancel approach clearance, turn left, heading 070, climb and maintain 5,000.
070 up to 5,000 for
A little bit of a long taxi here. All the way from one side of the airport to the other.
Citation 9 Sierra Tango, I'm guessing you don't have visuals into LA, is that correct? Is it ceiling too low?
Yeah, it's A-firm, it's pretty cloudy.
Roger that. Well, you're on a safe heading for a little while once you go up to 5,000, so just
second overshoot.
let me know what you want to do when you've got a plan.
Roger, I'll let you know.
Enzo, hey, welcome back.
Citation 2 Tango Mike, radar contacts, the altitude leaving.
2 Tango Mike, passing 245.
Citation 2 Tango Mike, Roger, climb via SID.
2 Tango Mike, climb via SID, summer 2.
FedEx 69 heavy, wind 240 at 8, runway 26 right, clear for takeoff.
26 right, clear for takeoff. FedEx 69 heavy. Alright, we've been cleared for departure, ladies and gentlemen. Strobes are coming on. Landing lights are coming on.
Approach from 69 Sierra Tango. I think I know the problem here.
Citation 69 Sierra Tango, Roger. So you want to give the ILS another shot?
Were you giving me vectors for LAX?
Number 69 Sierra Tango, yeah, I sure was.
Enzo, TC is coming tomorrow. Nice.
I greatly apologize.
Yes, coming to Toga time.
I don't know what was going on. I was trying to figure out where 25 left was at John Wayne.
You know, sometimes when it's not busy is when I make the most obvious mistakes, so apologies. Flight present heading, I expect vectors for the ILS runway 20 right at John Wayne.
Copy present heading and expect vectors for...
Alright, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We are cleared for departure.
And the John Wayne altimeter is
298.
298 for 69 Sierra.
Citation 2 Tango Mike, you're leaving my airspace. LA Center's offline. Radar service terminated. For exchange approved. Have a safe flight.
2 Tango Mike, switch. Have a good night. See ya.
See ya.
Alright. Engine speed's taking over. Takeoff roll initiated. Airspeed's alive. B1. Rotate. Positive rate. Here's coming up.
Citation 9 Sierra Tango, do you listen to the aviation podcast Opposing Bases?
Nah, I don't.
So it's a podcast run by a couple controllers in North Carolina. Anyway, they're in a TRACON facility, and they talk about the worst mistake you can make is vectoring the overflight, which means someone's just trying to transition the airspace, but you work them into your final sequence. And I think this would be very similar to vectoring the overflight.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
Bank 69 heavy, radar contacts, altitude leaving.
Passing 3,700, FedEx 69.
FedEx 69 heavy, climb via the SID.
Climb via the SIDs, FedEx 69 heavy. Alright, we've been cleared to climb via the SID. That's 23,000 feet.
Station 9 Sierra Tango, turn right heading 090, descend and maintain 3,000.
We're being collapsed up to slats. Stabilizer motion. So far, so good. Turn down the outside sounds, but go outside. Stabilizer motion. Stabilizer motion. Looking good here out of Ontario. Oh, baby. I'm gonna hear that while I'm sleeping.
FedEx 69 heavy, you're leaving my airspace. LA Center's offline. Radar service terminated. For exchange approved. Have a safe flight.
Over to Unicom. Thanks for the wonderful ATC. Have a good night. It's FedEx 69 heavy.
I mean, wonderful ATC is easy for you to say. I didn't vector the wrong airport.
Well, exactly. For me, it was wonderful. For the other guy, maybe not so much.
I mean, his passengers, he's in a business jet, so he's getting paid either way. I expect his rich passengers are pretty unhappy, though.
Yeah, those rich guys are going to be wanting a refund, that's for sure.
Just toss in some free shrimp catering on the next trip, they'll be fine.
Free caviar and champagne, yeah.
Oh, whoa, it wasn't that expensive a mistake. Come on, it's like 10 minutes. I mean, air traffic controller here. I don't have caviar and champagne budget.
Very true. Alright, cleaned up our flaps and slats. Slats are in and up. We're looking good. Passing 10,000 feet here. We're going to get our landing lights up.
You a real controller by chance?
No, because I would not be copying this mistake on frequency if I were an actual controller, because I'm sure somebody would show it to my coworkers and get me fired.
Let's get our auto brake off here.
Socal Approach, hello, November 269er, Juliet.
Stabilizer motion. Damn it, that's awesome. Yeah, you know, you gotta make up for the mistake, right? Gotta give them passengers some free goodies. Alright, get the inside turned down just a little bit. We're going to go straight up now to 40,000 feet. There we go. Let's get some anti-ice on too, just in case. Just in case. We are climbing pretty good. Once we get past transition, we'll go to outside view for the rest of the climb. Let's get some music back in here as well. All right, passing transition. There we go. Transition altimeter has been set. Oh, I'm sorry, but this plane is sexy. Once rotate really works out all the bugs, man, this is gonna be a great airplane to fly. I mean, it's already great right now. Obviously, we just don't have active sky weather going. That's the only thing. And once we can put the real weather engine back into the X-plane and fly it good, and it's going to be a great airplane. Stabilizer motion is going to be my word for tomorrow. Stabilizer motion. And I was probably going to haunt my dreams too. I'm going to be waking up saying stabilizer motion. Like I'm in some trance or something. I'm going to be underneath a car tomorrow. I'm going to have my helper wondering if I'm okay. That's funny, Mike. That's funny right there. Departing Southern California has always got such good visuals, man. Got downtown LA in the background there. You can see those little buildings. Just departing over the mountains, though. Oh, baby. Let's see, on our first flight, we only went up to 32,000 feet. This one, we're taking her all the way up to 40. So we're going to see how well this bird handles it at 40,000 feet. Because we are taking her up. We are taking her on up. Good luck on that. Yeah, that's why we're kind of watching her. Gonna constantly be going in and out of the cockpit here. Gotta keep an eye on it so we don't crash and die. But like I said, everything worked really good on the first flight, so hopefully, fingers crossed. How brave are you feeling? Well, I'm flying this plane tonight, so I guess pretty brave. Flying this plane with very little practice. That was our first full complete flight I've ever done with this plane that we just did on the last one, so I guess I'm feeling pretty confident. Another 10,000 more feet to go. Boom, boom, boom. Now, I'm going to pre-tune and have it ready for Oakland Center, because Oakland Center is online still. We go, have it in the backup. We're getting a master caution light. Why? Oh, cabin pressure relief. Not sure what the cabin pressure relief means, but hopefully that doesn't mean we're losing cabin pressure. Let's keep an eye on that. Hopefully it goes away. I think once we level out, it will go away. So, alright, we're passing almost 37,000 feet here. So far, so good. See if the hot patch fixed the icing issues. I think it, well, I think it did, and it didn't at the same time, because last flight, I actually don't think I turned on icing, to be honest. I think I actually forgot to turn this on the last flight. But it's also the fact, though, that we're not using active sky, so really the wind weather up here, there's no clouds and everything because of not using active sky. So I think if active sky is the reason why it has the icing issue and the wind issue. Because active sky makes us lose all thrust once we're at cruise, and the icing issue, so. Because when I did the test flight, I had active sky on, but I did have icing on that one, so there was no icing issue, just the weather thrust issue. But yeah, the last flight we didn't have icing on. Of course, I didn't go 40,000 feet, but alright, we are approaching 40,000 feet. Yeah, it's not communicating very well with active sky and the winds, so you're gonna have to turn the wind off up higher altitudes, which is why I don't have active sky on. And everything seems to work great. Alright, well, we have reached 40,000 feet, everyone, and we have not any issues yet. So let's go outside and let's enjoy the view from 40,000 feet. I mean, this plane climbs crazy fast, though. Like, we got to 40,000 feet real quick. Real quick. Alright, so we got Oakland Towers online, Oakland Center. Let's look at the Oakland ATIS. ILS and visual approach runways 30 and 28 right in use. Hazard weather, hazard WX info for November Victor. Advise you have information, Mike. I was gonna say you hit 40. Yeah, exactly. This bird climbs like crazy. Let's see. Weather in Oakland, we got 8 knots of wind, not bad. 10 miles visibility. Okay, not bad. So yeah, now we hit 40,000 feet real quick. We go back in and check on her. Alright, yeah, so far so good. Everything looks good. So I got about 100 miles to our top descent or so. Maybe a little less, 100, almost 80 miles. Oh boy. Check how we're doing here. How are we looking on the audio? A little bit off. I can fix it. There we go. That should be paired better now. Should be paired better. Yes, sir. So yeah, just about 80 miles, top of descent. We'll go ahead and exit to the outside view here. Alright, this is going to be tricky because our top of descent marker is like right at the edge of Oakland airspace. So we're already almost top of descent here. Cargo view is like you want to view the inside of the cargo hull. And we can view the inside of the cargo. So we got this main area here. You know, a little flight attendant, somewhat area, jump seats. And then you can go into the cargo area. So it doesn't actually simulate the cargo things in here yet, like I&I Builds does. It simulates loading them, but then they disappear. But it's modeled in here pretty good. Looks pretty good in here. There's Oakland Center. Oakland Center, FedEx 69 Heavy, flight level 400.
FedEx 69 Heavy, Oakland Center, roger, good evening, radar contact. DHL 505 Oakland Center, your radar contact. Proceed direct basic for the Cocktail 1 arrival.
Cocktail 01.
Looks good, yeah, no, it looks pretty good.
Clear direct to basic for the Cocktail 1 arrival. Direct basic.
Direct basic Cocktail 41 arrival.
Ellie, hey, how's it going? How is the patch treating you? Pretty good so far. Everything works great as long as I don't.
Echo Bravo, proceed direct to the Grove.
As long as I don't use Active Sky, we haven't had any issues. Active Sky right now causes issues. But without Active Sky, we're actually flying pretty good. Yeah, because I haven't had to my nav goes to shit like horribly. Yeah, no. So far, all the nav, VNav, LNav seems to work perfectly so far. I was luckily enough to be able to download the patch before they took it off the store. So yeah, I got the patch last night. So far, so good.
Oakland Center,
no worries.
112 Tango Mike, checking in level, flight level 4.
No worries, Ellie.
Citation 112 Tango Mike, Oakland Center, roger, good evening, radar contact, flight level 430.
Oakland Center, FedEx 69 Heavy reaching top of descent.
FedEx 69 Heavy, show you got a little bit more here before you enter my airspace. Expected descent here in another 10 miles.
Roger that. Alright. Why did they take it down? I guess there were some negative reviews on the patch. There's a lot of negative comments, and I think they took it down to re-fix the patch. I guess they do have another version, 1.5. If you make a ticket on the forums, on their website, if you request like a ticket, they'll send you the patch before they actually release it. If you request for the patch, so they'll send you one. You just have to make one of those tickets on the site, like that.
69 descend via the MZO3 arrival, runway 30 transition, Oakland altimeter 3006.
Descend via the Enzo 3 arrival, runway 30 transition, FedEx 69 Heavy. Alright, we got our clearance to descend. Gonna go down to 4,100 feet here. So we're past our top of descent. Plane should start descending automatically on the profile.
Expected visual approach runway 35 left.
As you can see here, we reset it. Now we are descending.
Southwest 397.
That was 5752. Expected visual approach runway 35 right.
For 397, any chance we could take the Alice?
So we are descending
Southwest
nicely now.
397, Roger. Plan the ILS approach runway 35 left.
Took the Alice 35, that's Southwest 397.
So yeah, so far though, what I've seen with the patch, though, everything seems to be working pretty good. Like I said, the only issues is using Active Sky doesn't work very well. The problem I had with Active Sky is as soon as we got to cruise, we lose all thrust power. The engines are at full power, but we're not actually gaining speed. We lose speed into a stall, and you have to kind of like wiggle and jiggle and do all kinds of things for the throttles to work
Station
again.
112, Tango Mike, descend via Silicon 5, arrival runway 30.
So that's the only thing. Hopefully they come out with a new patch, really fixes everything.
San Jose altimeter 3007.
But as long as you don't use Active Sky, it flies great.
3007, Silicon 5, descent for 2 Tango Mike.
Station 41 Echo Bravo. Do you need a heading to Grove?
We haven't calibrated now. We had a Southern Hemisphere Grove actually sneak in there, but we're good now, thanks.
So the only thing you gotta watch on your descent is make sure you deploy the speed brakes when it needs it.
Sometimes 52, don't exceed 250 knots in the descent.
250 on the descent then.
Yeah, because sometimes in the descent it may get a little quick and it may not exactly hit with your restrictions if you don't manage the speed brakes. I did see that on the first flight. But that's normal. That's not anything like wrong with the plane. She's just a heavy plane descending. Heavy, heavy. If you guys not done so already, make sure you don't forget to smash down that thumbs up button for me. Really appreciate it. So, but we will be live again on Friday. Tomorrow, MLB The Show 22 is released. If I can figure out how to do it on my PlayStation, I might stream it after dark tomorrow with MLB The Show. Just saying.
Horizon Air 2054, switch to advisory.
Might do that tomorrow.
Over to come Horizon 2054, yeah.
41 Echo Bravo, looks like you're going to Direct Grove now. It's about a 301 heading.
Yep, but she climbs like a champ. She does climb like a champ. This thing climbs like a rocket. Like an absolute rocket. But so far we're hitting all of our restrictions. We're looking good. I'm not betting on none of your games. Are you sure about that, Mike? I feel like you're going to. Yeah, I feel like you're going to.
Oh, Mac?
So, you know, a plane that I'm kind of excited for to come out too is the new Dassault Falcon. I don't fly a lot of private jets, but I do love the Falcon tri-jet.
Southwest 397, clear direct LMAC.
Direct LMAC, Southwest 397.
Yeah, so can't wait for that Dassault Falcon to come out. Can't wait for the PMD G737, man. I feel like I've been waiting for that plane forever. Hopefully the PMG gets released next week when we're going to be back in Microsoft. So yeah, I can't wait for that plane, man. But we are going to go back to Microsoft next week, unless unless something else gets released for X-Plane from now until then, we'll be back in Microsoft. We're going to finish out the week in X-Plane flying the MD-11. So that's what we're going to finish off doing. The Pyro flight, yeah, we'll redeem ourselves into Pyro, hopefully Microsoft. T. Andrews, hey, how are you? Any tips on dealing with the red flashing
ATIS? You said you're okay with the visual 3.5, right?
ATS off warning message.
Yeah, we're okay with that. You said a 3.5 right visual for 5752?
Well, what do you mean?
752. That's
I don't have...
Visual, only 3.5 right.
I don't have any flashing warning.
752.
Is there any like screenshot you can post on Discord what you're talking about, Andrews? Because for us, we don't have
41
any...
Echo Bravo, you 14 miles from Grove, cross Grove at 5,000, clear ILS approaching way 28 right.
Yeah, we don't have anything like that going on in this plane.
5,000, clear ILS 28 right, citation 1 Echo Bravo.
So we are working with the most recent patch that they released yesterday. I do have that patch on this plane. They took the patch down from the store though, so it's no longer available. But I was able to download it before. Under takeoff clamp. What do you mean?
Internal aircraft be back in about 90 seconds. Or 95 seconds.
You mean like up here where it says it, like pre-flight? Oh, we need to add drag. Get some speed brakes. Clamp. I'm in cruise and it's on. Ooh, I'm not sure why it would be on. Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure at all why it would be on. That's a little weird. I haven't had that on either flight so far. But it could be because I have the patch. Do you have the patch on yours? I mean, it's most likely a bug. Because there are still several bugs to be worked out on this plane. But so far we haven't had any issues. Okay, well that's a little bug. No wonder. We're just going to deploy this manually there. Our speed lever doesn't seem to be working. So it's a bug with the controls there. Shooter. So you do have the patch. That's weird though that you have the patch inside doing
Echo
it.
Bravo at Grove, contact the tower 127.2.
Yeah, it is weird. It seems like everyone's experiencing something different, and I feel like maybe the reason why everyone is experiencing something different, that's got to be something to do with the plugins that we have installed in our simulators, because everyone doesn't have the same plugins. Everyone has something different, and maybe it's a plugin issue with the planes that are just, it's interfering somewhere. I'm not 100% sure if that's correct or not, but that's the only thing I can think of to why everyone has a different problem. It's probably me. This plane keeps no, this plane is definitely a handful to fly. There's a lot going on the setup process of this plane, and I know I don't know everything for sure. And I'm pretty sure that when I set this plane up, I'm probably not doing it 100% correctly, as I'm still learning this plane as well. So I've been watching some V1 simulations, some Captain Canada. I've been watching several other people kind of get this plane ready the last couple days. We barely completed our first full flight on the flight before this, and so that was I've had 2 test flights before that. First test flight I did We iced up and froze and nosedived to the ground from 32,000 feet. Second test flight I did, I only got to do half a flight, and at cruise, we lost all thrust at cruise due to active sky issue. So on here, we're not using active sky at all. And by not using active sky so far, it's gotten rid of all of our problems. That's just for me, though. So with not using active sky, everything's been working, knock on wood, flawlessly. The ILS has worked flawlessly, the LNAV, the VNAV. I haven't really noticed any issues. This right here isn't so much a bug in the plane as it is a bug with my throttle quadrant. I just have to probably recalibrate it.
Intentional aircraft on frequency, Oakland will be shutting down at time 0515, time now 0449 and a quarter.
I think all these planes need to be grounded. I'll try the disabling active sky. So just know if you're already in flight, if you disable active sky, it's going to act real weird to start, and then you should be able to gain control back of the airplane. But as soon as you take that off, it is going to act like it's all out of whack, just because the weather changes so drastically. But yeah, I would try without it, see what happens. For me, it's fixed everything. For others, like I said, everyone seems to be having like a little bit different issues depending on what they're doing. So, Cam, you want to do a flight after this? After this, Cam, I can't. Sorry. I do have work early in the morning. It's hard for me to do super late flights during the week. I have to work like a normal person Monday through Friday and get to work at about 6 in the morning, stay to work till 5 in the afternoon. So, unfortunately. Or else I would, but we can still do, like I said, something that we planned for this weekend that we talked about we can do. But yeah, after this, I gotta get to bed. I am tired. How's the plane treating you? So, Cam, since I've disabled active sky, I've had 0 issues. Well, can I ask what you do? I manage a warehouse and sell plumbing supplies to like new home construction and hotels and stuff like that. Is what I do for a living. So, manager of a warehouse, a plumbing supply warehouse. So yeah, so without active sky, I've had 0 issues. With active sky, I had lots. With active sky, I didn't really have lots of issues. I just had the one issue to where when we got to cruise with active sky because of the winds, the plane lost all thrust, and I had to like keep going on and off with the throttles, on, off, and kind of finally eventually got the speed to go to normal somewhat. Well, I mean, I recommend active sky all the time over Exenviral because Exenviral always seems to really hit on the performance on the sim. I haven't used Exenviral in a long time, so I don't know if they updated it. I haven't updated mine. Maybe it's got better performance now, but so I've always used active sky. But with this plane, I don't know if Exenviral will work with it or not. I just know without active sky on, the plane seems for the most part to follow the VNAV profile correctly. So that's just what I've noticed, that it seems to follow everything correctly so far. So sometimes if you don't manage your drag right,
Southwest 397, 33 miles from
it will be a little off on your
runway 35 left approach international.
On your VNAV at some points. It will fix itself. So, I mean, there's like minor things that have happened. So like for us, we might be a little high on this when we get here. We might not. Depends. We're at 15,000 now. We got to be below 10,000 here at my rib. So yeah. But other than that, the plane is still completely flyable without active sky, so I can deal with those little restriction issues. That's not a big deal. I don't think it has the icing issue anymore, where it freezes up. I have anti-ice on now, just in case, but the first flight, I think I forgot to turn that on, and we didn't have any issues, though. But since I remembered, I turned it on this flight, just in case. We're going to San Jose, we'd be going in the valley there.
5752, continue to descent, percent to maintain 3000.
3000, 5752.
You're needing drag while in cruise? That's weird, that's overspeeding. Did you click FMS speed right here, Andrews? Try recycling this if you are overspeeding and see if it corrects your speed. Because if you're overspeeding, don't correct the speed. When you deploy your speed brakes, it's just going to increase your throttles. Because it's going to try to go faster again. So we are at 240 on the thrust, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to deploy our slats here.
And SkyWest 5752, traffic 12 o'clock, 12 miles, Southwest 737 out of 10,000. You have him in sight by any chance?
Confirm. He also has a GPS 5752.
SkyWest 5752, roger. Follow him to the airport, east for 35 left, you're for 35 right. Clear visual approaching runway 35 right.
Copy off 575235, I will follow him.
Alright, so we're going to go auto brake medium here again for the landing. So we got flaps 35 to land again, V-speed 152, 147. That all looks good. Let's go to our RNAV and our approach here. So ILS 430. It should automatically fill in the frequency. We just got to check on the approach course, and the approach course is off a little bit. So we're going to go 296 here to fix that. And then minimums for this landing, I believe, are 200. Yeah, so we got that in there. That looks good. Minimums 200 are set.
FedEx 69, turn left, proceed direct, Franny, cross Franny, at or above 4,100. Clear ILS approach runway 30, Oakland.
Cross Franny at or above 4,100 and cleared ILS approach 30 for FedEx 69 Heavy. Alright, we're going to bring the flaps out here to 15 degrees. Let's go ahead and
Oakland Center, hello again, Skyhawk 66025 over Dublin 3000, inbound to land at
armor spoilers. Arming the auto brake.
November 66025, Oakland Center, Roger, squawk 3230 and ident.
Squawk 3230, 05.
Alright, so we're below 10,000 feet too. Let's go ahead and get some landing lights on.
66025, radar contact 3.5 miles to the northwest of the Livermore Airport. Proceed direct Hayward, and the Hayward altimeter is 3007.
Alright, we're going to get the
airport site.
I got the music off for our approach, so we can focus on the approach. Let's see if we can get that butter. Let me pre-program Oakland Tower. 1 127, 200.
And DHL 505, I'm just looking at your heading. Your heading for basic should be about a 120 heading. I'm showing you doing a 150 heading.
We're going to bring out flaps 20
basic,
here.
And then the cocktail 1 arrival.
So I have noticed though on the profile, like it does get slow pretty quickly.
It's a 505.
So you kind of have to watch that.
So that I just have to correct my system.
And FedEx 69, turn left heading 270. That'll intercept the 30 localizer for Oakland.
Turn left heading 270, FedEx 69 Heavy. There we go. Alright, we're going to go flaps 35 here. Bring actually flaps back up to 20 here. I'm just going to increase our speed a little bit. We're going to arm our approach.
Southwest 397, runway 35, left clear to land. Sacramento wind is 350 at 4. Southwest 397, runway 35, left clear to land. Wind is 350 at 4.
What the hell was that?
Skywest 5752, runway 35, right clear to land.
35 right clear to land, 5752.
Oakland Center Sky 66025 as Hayward in sight.
KOAK 66025, roger that. Runway 28 right, clear to land. The wind is reporting 220 at 7.
Roger, runway 28 right, clear to land 025.
FedEx 69, you are 7 miles from Franny, cross Franny at 4,100, clear ILS approach runway 30 Oakland Airport.
Cross Franny 4,100, cleared ILS 30, FedEx 69 Heavy.
And FedEx 69 Heavy, you're going to see traffic out there about 9.5 miles to your 1 to 2 o'clock position as the Cessna inbound to Hayward.
Roger that, we'll keep an eye out for the traffic. FedEx 69 Heavy.
DHL 505, just let us know whenever you're ready, when you want us to start descending.
DHL 505, roger. You're still a ways from your descent here. It'll be, here I'll tell you. You got about another 75 miles to go.
Alright, landing gear's coming down.
That was 5752, confirming you're landing runway 35 right, correct?
Hey, firm 5752.
Almost got a parallel, pretty close.
We tried.
There we go. That was pilot error. Pilot error.
FedEx 69 for any contact the tower 127.2. Again, that traffic's off to your 2 o'clock position, 6 miles out of 2,500 for Hayward.
Roger that. We have the traffic in sight. We'll contact tower at Franny at FedEx 69 Heavy.
You let the tower controller know you have that traffic in sight. Maintain visual separation. Have a good night.
Will do. Have a good night. Be like 69 heavy. Okay, so we'll go over to tower, and then I'm going to pre-program ground. There we go. Oakland Tower FedEx 69 heavy, 3,600 with traffic in sight for a Hayward localizer captured. FedEx 69 heavy.
FedEx 69 heavy, Oakland Tower, runway 30, cleared land.
Runway 30, cleared land, FedEx 69 heavy. Blue, welcome back. Welcome back. My ears. Stabilizer, motion. Stabilizer, motion. Alright, so we do have everything in sight. We are looking good. Oh, we got spoilers are armed, right? Yep, spoilers are armed. Auto brake is set. Gear is down. 4 green. Used to saying 3 green. 4 green now. Captain Walt, hey, welcome. Haven't seen you in a good minute. Glad to welcome you aboard. Just in time for our landing. Just in time for the landing. Oh, baby. All right. So localizer has been captured. The glide slope should be captured here soon. So there's that other traffic they had us look out for. Landing there into Milton. Little Cessna. Whoa.
Autopilot. 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 Autopilot.
Alright, that was weird. Alright, glide slope's been captured. Yeah, let's grease it. Oh, we're gonna try. Are we gonna butter this plane? We are gonna try. Alright, autopilot off my airplane. Alright, my airplane, enjoy the arrival. See you guys on the ground. Oh, pilot's in. That's funny. Alright, we're drifting to the right a little bit. glide slope. Alright, we're getting a little low.
Approaching minimum. Minimum. $100. 50, 40, 30, 20.
Ooh. Now we're blowing it. Let's get her down.
10.
Alright, full reverse. Goes down gently. Full brake. Reversers off. Still on the reversers.
FedEx 69 exits right when able and contact ground 0.75. Good day.
Right when able and over to ground. FedEx 69 Heavy. Have a good day. Alright, nice smooth landing on that one, but we floated her a lot. It got real shaky, like there came wind out of nowhere. So we're going to exit here.
Expect 9,000, 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 132.2, squawk 3212.
Okay, clear to Sacramento via the Nimitz 5 departure.
Right, get our
then
spoilers
vectors
in.
to the Oakland VOR.
Laps are coming
then
up.
Victor 6. This is Sacramento VOR, then direct. Climb and maintain 3,000. Expect 9,000. 5 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 132.2.
Auto brake is off.
And squawk 3212 987 Alpha Victor.
November 7 Alpha Victor, read back correct, except expect 9,000, 10 minutes after departure, not 5 minutes. Expect runway 28 right for departure. Information Mike is current, advise ready to taxi.
10 minutes, expect 28 right, and we'll advise on ready to taxi.
Alright, landing lights are off. Here we go. Open ground, FedEx 69 Heavy with you, ready to taxi from Whiskey 6.
FedEx 69 Heavy, open ground, taxi to the ramp via Whiskey Bravo.
Whiskey Bravo to the ramp, FedEx 69 Heavy. Make sure you hit that like and sub button, appreciate it, Mike. Alright, we have made it though, with a nice butter into Oakland. Was a little shakier approach than Ontario, but we got a smoother landing here than we did in Ontario. Let's go and fire up the APU here. So we'll get the APU firing up, we'll get our taxi music on. Center of gravity disagreement. Looks like maybe cargo shifted a little bit. That's gonna make for a good replay. Yeah, no, it's gonna be a good replay on that landing there. Like I said, it felt like a gust of wind came out of nowhere, and we just started drifting all of a sudden. I had to correct that. Almost pulled the trigger on the go around.
53 ready for push and start.
Almost did, but I knew we could get
Southwest
stopped in
153, push and start your discretion.
So, all this can come off now too. So yeah, almost pulled the trigger and decided to go around, but I think the cargo's safe this time. Yeah, I think so. I think so. I think we're only going to get better and better with each landing in this bad boy. Because we are going to be back on Friday with some UPS hops this time. So yeah, Friday, some UPS hops. Probably out of Louisville, depending on the weather. We were going to fly out of Memphis today to go somewhere, but the weather in Memphis was pretty bad, and I didn't want Didn't want that super bad weather flying out of Memphis. But so yeah, we'll fly out of Louisville probably on Friday in UPS, either fly out of it or into it, or both. If not, the backup airport is to fly out of Ontario going eastbound somewhere in UPS, because Ontario is a major UPS hub. A lot of MD-11s fly out of there. Yeah, but Memphis was having like tornado watches and like gusting 30 knots of wind, and yeah, I was like, there's already enough issues with this bird that I hadn't had a full flight with it yet, and I was like, I probably shouldn't. I played it a little safer today. But we had 2 pretty good flights from Phoenix to Ontario, Ontario to Oakland. 2 really good looking flights with very minimal issues in the aircraft. So yeah, very minimal. The issues were minimal. They were very easily manageable, so that's always good. Alright, here's the FedEx ramp we're going to be turning into here.
Potential aircraft information November now current, altimeter 3006.
I'm going to do Portland to Anchorage. Nice. That's a good flight. Alright, runway turnoffs are coming off. We're going to be turning into the ramp here.
Southwest 153, ready taxi, runway 30. I have information November.
Southwest 153, runway 30.
Shoot, looked like a war zone this morning when I woke up with all the wind we had.
Uniform.
You guys been having all kinds of wind too, then, huh?
Sorry, Southwest 1.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of weather across the Midwest lately. I think we're going to park right here. Alright, taxi light can come off. See how well we line up this time. We definitely got to brush up on our pilot skills here a little bit. Or our parking skills in this plane.
Oakland ground, 987
we'll
Alpha
stop
Victor,
there.
ready for taxi.
And
November
parking brake's coming
987 Alpha Victor,
on.
runway 28 right, taxi via Charlie.
When you get the parking brake on,
28 right,
switches
taxi
over to
Charlie,
APU
987.
power. And let's kill the engines. Engines are spooling down, beacon light can come off. Definitely a little crooked on the parking. Gotta get used to parking this big bird. So yeah, definitely gotta get used to that. But we'll take it. They even blew over the BQ drive-thru menus? Really? Wow. Alright, welcome to Oakland, everybody. Welcome, welcome. Let's disconnect from BatSim. I'm going to get some of the sounds turned up a little for our replay, and let's take a look at this wonderful replay. I'll go replay mode, and let's back it up, back it up. Back it up just slightly. There we go. Oh. One thing is we have to reset our flaps.
Terrain, terrain. 1,000. Terrain, terrain. Terrain, terrain.
Alright, flaps are reset there. Let's go to the runway. Is this the right runway? That's not the right runway. What the hell is going on? Oh, there we go. There we go. The threshold. There we go. Get music back on. So we did come in slightly high, a little bit. Floated a little bit too long, but that's alright. Like I said, we still got her down safely, stopped in plenty of time. See, right there we kind of just crabbed real bad. And then we corrected. Down nice and smooth. And we will take it. SimToolkit Pro gave us a minus 181. I think the in-game one might have given us something a little bit better as a butter. But we'll definitely take it. Especially after the last flight was a minus 400. We just got a little unstable there. In real life, would have been a go-around. We'll take that nice soft landing. So yeah, but we'll definitely take that nice landing. You're getting good on drifting a plane. I'm gonna have to change my name from Midnight Maverick to Tokyo Drift Maverick. Tokyo Drift Mike. Go view here a little down the runway. I mean, we got the plane corrected really good. Obviously, we weren't very centered. Look at that. Look at this background in the distance as we're landing. Look at that. You can see the Golden Gate Bridge. Downtown San Francisco. I mean, that's not a good sight right there to see. Great safe landing, right? we were seconds away from disaster. Literal seconds away from disaster, man. Yeah, literal seconds away from disaster, but we saved it. Right there is where we corrected it. Ooh, baby. So, but yeah, overall, 2 really good flights. No, very minimal bugs in the little new patch here. Main thing was just not using active sky. Other than that, really solid on the landings. Looking great. Look at that plane. Ooh, baby. Kind of teetered on one side a little bit. Awesome flights. Thank you, Mr. Mike. Much appreciate your support as always. As always, very much appreciate the support. But that's going to pretty much wrap it up for us tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We had 2 really good flights tonight. Oh, look at that Bay Area in the background. Tell me that's not like a screenshot. But yes, 2 lovely good flights tonight. And thank you guys all that joined us on our lovely FedEx Ops adventure tonight. We will be back on Friday for another flight in the MD-11, doing some UPS cargo this time. Tomorrow we may have an After Dark in MLB The Show 22 that's being released tomorrow. Got to get some baseball in. If I can figure out how to stream from my PlayStation, I will have that tomorrow. If not, we'll be back Friday with another Flight Sim video. Until then, enjoy the replay, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the flight. And I will see you guys on Friday. Maverick Mike out. Peace!